Welcome, Carpenters, to our first Southwest Carpenter Leadership Roundtable. We really would prefer to do this in person, but maybe somewhere down the line we can make that happen. Communication is key to everything, and especially now in these times, we want to be able to communicate directly to the members, we want to be able to answer questions, and we want to make sure that they're confident that their union has their back and keep that brotherhood and solidarity moving forward. So let's go to the questions.
My name is Mike Rincon with Carpenters Local 909. I have a question. My wife has been out of work for about a month, and my question is, what is the union doing to help us out during these hard times?
Hey, thanks for the question. The first thing is we started with the early distribution of vacation pay. Anybody that was in a financial hardship or just wanted to get their hands on some money had the ability to take out half of their vacation pay as of May 1st. The second thing that we did was we extended health and welfare benefits to anybody that was going to lose coverage on May 1st because of lack of work hours. Now, anybody that was going to lose those benefits will stay eligible May, June, and July. We'll look at the financial health of the Health and Welfare Trust on August 1st to see if we can extend those out. The last thing that we did was any member that was working, tested positive for the coronavirus, and had to go into self-quarantine or isolation, we're sending them a $500 check. So as you can see, we're trying to get money out to our members when they need it the most, just to let them know, hey, we've got your back.
You know, 36 years for me in this organization, I remember what it's like to be laid off. I remember what it's like to have maybe my wife being laid off and nervous about those bills, and it causes stress. And so one of the things that we also wanted to do was put out the gift card program, and it is equivalent to 3 months' dues. And we wanted our members to be in good mental health. We wanted to take that stress away, even if it's just for a day, and to be able to have a barbecue or to buy some flowers for mom on Mother's Day. It's a reminder that we're family, and we should be leaning in on each other, and we need to take care of one another. And so, we're going to continue to explore different ways that we can keep our members' good spirits up as we're going through this crisis times.
Yeah, when we put the programs together and we were thinking of all the different things that we could do for our membership, it was always to bring them some peace of mind. And we brought back the CUP program, even though it's been put on pause because of the pandemic and we're not able to come together, we still had an opportunity to use those funds to let our membership know that we were thinking about them. So what we did was, those that participated in 2019, we sent them another check. If you participated 12 hours or more, you got a $250 check. If you volunteered for 24 hours or more, you got a $500 check. And so the good thing was that check came within the first 2 to 3 weeks of the pandemic scare. So in the last 6 to 8 weeks, when you put all the programs together, it's close to $25 million that we've put back into our members' pockets. That's some peace of mind.
Hi, I'm Daniel Crespo, Local 562 Union Carpenters. I want to work. I want to know what are you guys doing to keep us essential and keep us working?
You pay us to do everything we possibly can to make sure that you have a job to go to tomorrow. I'd rather have our members have the option to go to work tomorrow versus that's a non-starter. You got to wait for somebody to make a decision on whether we're eligible to go back to work or not.
Keep in mind also, carpenters don't have that opportunity to work from home. And so that's kind of tough getting the crane in the front room. But, somebody should ask themselves, why were we essential? And one of the reasons why we're so essential is we're the backbone of the economy. So when we finish building, whether it's a new stadium, a new high-rise, when we finish and we hand the keys to the owners, somebody's going to work there. And more than ever, we've got to be cognizant of the fact that we're the drivers of the economy.
We fought like hell when this all went down. If everyone assumes that that essential exemption for construction was baked in, it wasn't.
You pay us to make sure that we are sitting at the table having conversation with the elected officials. This is what you pay us to do. You pay us to give you an opportunity to go to work. You don't pay us to sit there and try to define this organization as anything other than essential.
You know, back in March, I can't tell you, in Nevada, I can't tell you how close we were to having the entire market shut down. I got a call from the governor 30 minutes before he went out and did his first press conference to where they put in the shelter in place. And, you know, and I think we were on the chopping block. It was the Hail Mary pass. And boy, I was reaching for everything I had to get in there and saying, you know, we're that economic engine that's going to pull us out of this recession. We know that Las Vegas is heading into a recession, and convinced him right at that point that we've got to have a group of industry experts in the room to make these type of decisions. The governor was so flustered after he had talked to me, he does his press conference and never says construction. So the whole industry was nervous. So I'm texting him at 10 o'clock at night saying, hey, what the hell is going on? And so he gives me a text saying, yes, construction is essential. We used the screenshot of that text to literally keep jobs open. I'm proud of the fact that our relationship with these elected officials led to these meetings being held right there in the Carpenters Union Hall, and with our signatory employers walking hand in hand into this thing. And remember, we're the economic engine that keeps that next generation of people working. So we've got to be smart the way that we tackle this thing. And so we can assure people that once we finish these projects, you should start the next project so we've got another place to go. We've got to constantly be thinking about being essential, because we are essential. There's not a door that anybody walks into, whether you're going to school, whether you're going to church, whether you're going into the hospital, that a carpenter wasn't there first. And that right there is the definition of essential, and we can never forget it.
Hi, I'm Oscar Cobian, union carpenter. My dad is a retired union carpenter. I was wondering, what is the union doing to help retired carpenters during this pandemic?
Hey, that's a great question. And absolutely, everything that we have today was because of the foundation that those retirees laid before us.
The reason why we're sitting here is because they did their job. You know, they built the city, right? They built the skyscrapers, the casinos, the freeways, the bridges, everything that we're able to enjoy today. They did their job.
You know, I'm a fourth generation union carpenter, and I just know, like Dan said, they put the foundation together for this great organization. We wouldn't have the collective bargaining agreements we have today, the pension plans, the health care, if it wasn't for all of them that went out there and they fought to get us where we're at today.
Anything good we have now, it's because of the hard work that they did coming before us. When we decided to do the $60 gift cards, we thought that we should not encourage retirees that are over 65 years old to go into a grocery store and put their health at risk. So most of them have received a care package. And in that care package is some non-perishable food items. There's that widely sought after toilet paper in there. So there's some really good things in there. But above all and everything else, we just want to let them know that we haven't forgotten them.
So for them to be sitting hopefully on their recliner and get a doorbell rung, and there's a box there that says, hey man, we're thinking about you, and it's on behalf of your Brotherhood, I think it's something that gives me chills, and that's pretty cool.